We know that to these grieving Kenyan families, no amount of money can compensate the loss of their loved ones. So this is everybody is right. We are opposed to the manner in which they are trying to do it.
Process.
And we are saying, and the process. Oh, we will be there. We will make sure that these Kenyans are compensated. By the way, there is no budgetary allocation. You cannot therefore jump up and say we'll pay Kenyans. They like to say 100,000 or 10 million. The amount that they will have to pay so that this country will be committed to constitutional order and conduct will be punitive. There's such a thing in law as punitive damages, including those people who committed these atrocities. So for that we have no doubt. This is why we set up the People's Restorative Justice Commission. They even do incredible things. They even type out on the African Union letterhead. I think that is bordering on crime. Okay, to say that William Ruto has consulted with the AU chairperson and both have decided to appoint me the honorary consul to Cote d'Ivoire. Now, some of these things are ridiculous. And that, I think, speaks to your second question. People may be in their own dreams talking about whom to talk to and whom to try to bring to their corner. Our statement is very clear. There has been no attempt. And I want to advise that nobody should make that attempt because it won't work. I've been called so many names. And also my basic human rights. And those people who have been calling me names will now have to take it and swallow their own arrogance, their own sense of profiling leadership. I am who you see before you. Those are the things they said. And they will try and do all those things, we know. We know they'll try every trick in the book. But we are not relenting. We will change tact. So it is not that we're going to be on the road forever. We must change tact. And because we know, for example, while he was away, our teams were tear gas, almost killed in Muranga, remember? Right? In Subukia. Constitutionalism. If I read these 10 points that Raila and William Ruto seem to have agreed on, one of them is constitutionalism, the right to assembly. Why is it, or does it only apply to ODM and to UDA? It must apply to everybody. Our members of parliament have been on the road, as you have just heard, and they were tear gassed in Subukia, in what is this other place before you get to Nakuru, just the other weekend. And of course, almost got killed. Senator Methu was almost killed along with Honorable Munyaka, and we issued a statement about that. There have been a lot of activity. But if you are talking about joint opposition rallies, obviously we will have to reorganize and get again moving together. Your massive bribery, that is called abuse of office, my friend. Yani watalazimika hawa wajibu maswali on how they went out of their way to aggressively and in a manner that is even demeaning to the status of mwananchi wa kawaida. Yani unaenda unaambiwa kuja empowerment ya kina mama na wasichana sijui na wana wengine, unatumia shilingi 200 kufika kwa venue, kisha baadaye unatoka hapo na shilingi 64. Umefanya calculations. Watu wanaingia hasara kwenda empowerment. And the whole thing is, even if that was so, but I can tell you from the point of our constitution and even the Election Act, right? The whole thing amounts to abuse of office. Na kuna jamaa kuna watu wameenda, kuna wakili anaitwa Kipchirchiri ameenda kotini kwa mambo haya.
And beginning this day to the next election, it's going to be less than 2 years. Beginning tomorrow, the countdown begins.
That's right.
So Kenyans must realize that in Homa Bay yesterday, the campaign for re-election of William Ruto began, with Raila Amolo Odinga making it clear he left us in Azimio and he joined the broad-based government. So far, he has been dilly-dallying, giving false hope to those of us who are in Azimio that maybe one day he'll come back to the opposition, to the side of the people. Today, from his own mouth, yesterday in Homa Bay, we know that Raila Odinga will stand with William Ruto in 2027 and beyond. We want to ask Edwin Sifuna, we heard him say the other day, that if Raila Odinga is going to support William Ruto, that is the time he is going to depart from ODM. My brother Sifuna, they say the truth in the pudding is in the eating. Unless you eat your own words. Would like to see all those who have been misled to believe Raila Odinga will one day abandon William Ruto and come back to join the one-term team, that Raila is not on the one-term team, he's on the two-term team. So choices are clear, fellow Kenyans. From Mombasa today, we are telling you as your loyal opposition that we, the one-term team, will do everything to ensure we send home not just William Ruto with his two-term partners. That we are prepared to do. But the dangling of goodies has just started. Even this Professor Mutua team is just one of the goodies to show that at least they want to compensate the victims. They might not. The empowerment programs are goodies. They'll go everywhere to try and bribe you, women, youth, border. At the same time, there's no capitation in our schools. But they are taking your money kufanyia siasa. Beginning this day going forward, expect William Ruto to dangle goodies everywhere he goes. He might even try to change some of the harsh taxes to endear himself to you. But people have said enough is enough. William Ruto, you are one term. And on this day, mimi nilikuwa nimerelax Mombasa, msifikirie nimedefect Canova.
What then I do? Sawa. Uko sawa? There are not many of you, eh? Kwa hivyo nyinyi ndio mtatuchinjia leo. Huku kwenu kuingia ni rahisi, kutoka ni matanga. Ha? Matosheka?
Asante.
Well done. Thank you. Washukuru sana. Matosheka?
Asante.
Well done. Thank you. Washukuru sana. Basi wewe karibu.